Genius Communication, presented by Summit Sciences. What do you see here? Your fast-thinking, conscious mind can answer questions like this in less than 1 second with its rapid scan, label, then rest system. How does this work for complicated situations we face each day? Every night when you sleep, your brain organizes everything that happened to you in the day. This information is used to make calculations that allow you to rapidly scan and label similar situations in the future, even situations that are incredibly complex. The words our rapid scanning system uses to label objects and situations are based on calculations from our experience. The words we use as labels mean something different to each one of us. Let's take for an example the rapid scan and labeling of an apple. To our first person, the label apple could mean a healthy snack, trying to make better decisions with food in her life. A second person sees the label apple and starts to think of apple pie. Apple pie makes him think of his grandma and the good times that he had when visiting her. A third person sees and labels an apple and starts to think of her family, how she wants them to be healthy and strong, and it leads her to want to go shopping for groceries that are healthier. One object, one label, 3 completely different meanings. Let's take the word exercise for a second example. One word as a label, 3 completely different calculations based on personal life experience. For our first person, it could mean boxing. For our second, it could mean some stretching or yoga. For a third person, it could mean taking fencing classes. Boxing, yoga, fencing, all completely different, but represented by one word to these people. Let's take the word investment for a third example. To a rancher, when he hears the word investment, his mind instantly goes toward his cattle that are his prized possessions. To a factory worker, the word investment could mean the new home he's working to build. And to a banker, the word investment could mean the stock certificates that he's been saving. 3 completely different meanings for one very simple word. The progress of your genius and humanity's development is based on our ability to learn from other people's experience. How do we learn from each other? Nearly all education is based on communicating information using words. Think back to your personal experiences with education, whether it be elementary school, university, or continuing education as an adult. In all situations, you have an instructor using words to communicate meaning to you, passing on their understanding. Your ability to learn from others and communicate your experience is related to your ability to understand what words mean to you and what they mean to other people. In other words, not just listening to what people say, but the ability to understand what people mean. How do we do this? When we are listening to others, wait 2 to 3 seconds before you reply to their comments. This gives you time to process the meaning. Visualize what you think they are saying. Try and build a mental picture and see if it relates. Confirm what you were thinking they mean by giving an example you feel they can personally relate to. Have the courage to ask for a deeper explanation if you do not understand fully. This takes courage, but it develops genius capacity. When you are the one speaking, use the simplest words you can think of to explain your point. Use as little words as possible to explain your point. Use examples and illustrations they can relate to personally. Draw or sketch your ideas as you talk whenever it is practically possible. Speak slowly and pause after all deep thoughts so your listener has time to process the meaning of your words. Following these steps will help you create true genius in communication.